Mike, what's up, bro? Hopefully you can get an idea of what I'm doing here. Hopefully my phone will stay standing up. So I'm gonna start it off with a 500 grip belt. It's a rough one, brand new. Since you've already met the apex, I don't really need to do much except correct a little bit. Alright. We're grinding now. I want to make sure I'm not rolling this flexible edge to round this off. So I'm going to use real light pressure, and I'm going to move quickly as to not heat this up. You're not going to hear me talk once I turn this on, so I'll turn it on and off periodically. I was wrong, Mike. There's actually, the apex is pretty far away, so I'm gonna jump to a 220 to get there a little bit faster. That way I'm not heating up the blade with the 500. Quick as that, I can already feel huge burr built up. You can see that I always keep the grind perpendicular or parallel to the ground. So once I reach this area where it starts to sweep up, I start to bring it to keep it perpendicular, parallel to the ground. My angle, I try to keep as consistent as possible. If the blade curves in a little bit towards the tip, I'll go this way, like this, but I'll never go like this off the belt. That'll round your tip. You have to stay straight out like this. If you do this, you'll round that tip off. Now I'm just gonna switch to the next side, bring the burr to the other side, and go from there. On these heat treated blades, while you're sharpening, always touch. I'm sure you know all this, but I'm just gonna go through it. Always touch and make sure that you can keep your finger on it. If you can't keep your finger on it, give it a break. The tip was a little blunted off, so you can see that I'm making sure to grind a little more in that area to get a tip again. I hope you can see this. All right. So the burr is just barely lifted on this side now, so I'm gonna pass it one more time and get a large burr and then knock it off again. While you're grinding, sometimes you can feel a big burr here and then maybe a really small burr or barely a burr here. Don't go to the next side when that happens. Just concentrate a little more on this area. Start off from the foot here, but go real light, and then put a little more pressure here towards this area, and then lighten off again, you know, as needed. Now I've got a big burr. You probably can't see it on the camera, but there's a big burr on there. I'm gonna knock it off now lightly. Okay, so I built a burr on one side, built another burr on the other side. Now I'm gonna knock that burr off. Real light pressure this time. Alright. I'm gonna switch back to that 500 now. You always start on the side that you have your burr. So I just knocked it off on this side, so I probably have some burr on this side, so now I'm going to start on this side. I don't know if you were able to see what I was doing there. I built my burr, and then I started to knock it off, and then I started to switch from side to side, taking off pressure each time. So I want to end up with as little pressure as possible, but making sure I keep that same angle so I'm still meeting that apex. Otherwise you're just wasting time, you're not hitting anything. So from here you could jump to, you can go through the progression of grits if you like, but what I do is I go straight to 1,000 now, because I like a toothier edge, and that jump gives me a little bit of a toothy edge. Towards the end there, I'm getting real light pressure. Okay, just you see, I start off with a lot of pressure, then I get some more pressure to get what we want. I mean, sorry, we start off with a lot of pressure, and then we start decreasing that pressure. Switch sides, keep it even. From 1,000, I jump straight to a strop. This strop has no compound left on it, but it'll do its job. I could add compound to it, but you don't really need it. I kind of prefer not to have compound sometimes. Okay, the strop, there's two ways of doing it. You could decrease your angle and put more pressure, or you could maintain your angle and have very light pressure. On small blades, I like to maintain my angle with small pressure, and if I don't feel like I got the proper edge, then I'll decrease my angle and put a little more pressure. You can experiment a little bit, but I like to start off with little pressure and same angle. Sometimes your strop will leave some black stuff on your blade. That means you're going in the opposite direction that you usually go in. So just flip it around. And it'll stop happening. So you saw what I did. I just went back and forth until I felt that it was sharp enough, and right now it should be pretty sharp. I'm gonna test it, and I don't know if you can see that, but it's shaving the hair off my arm. So this is sharp now. I could go back and hit it a little more, which is what I'm gonna do, but keep it real light, and if you push too much, you'll round that very, very tiny apex. So keep the pressure light. Make sure that it's still shaving and I didn't do anything wrong, so you can see all that hair just coming off my arm, and that's how you do it. Great job on this mod, by the way, man. This little knife has a crazy flipper. Take it easy, bro. Yo, hola.